Welcome back. Many people suffer from hair loss. Sometimes it's because of fine or thinning hair. Sometimes it's because of trichotillomania, which is the compulsive urge to pull out your own hair.
No matter what the reason, there is help in the form of hair extensions. Our guest this morning is Lynn French, the owner of Bel Air Salon in Fargo. Good morning.
Good morning.
I love, and I assume you do too, the love that you came on our show to share your story because you have a very personal connection.
I do.
To the story and the hair extensions. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, I myself have had trichotillomania since I was a small child, including when I was in kindergarten and first grade. You look back at my school pictures and I have no eyelashes and no eyebrows, and like typical trichotillomania, it does go into hibernation for long periods of time depending on your lifestyle, what you're eating and activity levels. Well, I didn't have any problems with it up until I was about 25, and then it kind of remanifested itself in pulling out the actual hair on my head.
Okay.
And yeah.
Oh, and that prompted you to open your salon?
Well, then I went to cosmetology school. I always wanted to be a hairstylist, so I went to cosmetology school. And then it was actually during cosmetology school that I started pulling out the hair on my own head, and I thought, how in the world am I a hairstylist and this is what I'm doing? Like, I'm supposed to be making hair pretty and I am just mangling my own. So then years later, I spent a long time trying to hide it, using hair extensions, wearing a hat. I had every excuse under the sun as to why I couldn't take my hat off and all of that. But as time progressed, I then found about the Evolve Volumizer, and I looked into it for myself. And at the time, I was still in a place where I was very insecure about my own hair loss. And once I had my hair done, I thought to myself, why am I not helping other people?
Good for you.
Yeah.
So now that's where I'm at.
I'm fascinated by why did it lay dormant so long, and then what reignited it?
You know, to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what the trigger was that it caused it to resurface. I don't know if it was just in cosmetology school that I became so obsessed with the perfection of hair, which is one of the issues that can cause people to pull their hair, the way that it feels like, ooh, this hair feels different on my head, now I need to pull it out. And I don't know if it was because of being so involved in the actual hair industry and just in-depth studying it that caused it to resurface.
We have a little video of the Evolve, what is it called again?
The Evolve Volumizer.
Volumizer, and you're using it on a client. And tell us how it works. After we come back from the break, we'll get a little bit more on it.
Okay.
But tell us how this works. Lots of different hair colors.
Yep. There are multiple different hair colors, textures, so there is a volumizer that would work for everybody.
Nice.
There are also fashion colors, which I think would be pretty fun. The pink would be fun for the October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You could really do something fun with that.
Oh, sure. And you just have people sit down in the chair.
Yep, sit down in the chair. Initially, you would have a consultation to determine if you are a candidate for the volumizer itself. Then, if you are a candidate for it, then we would go through and select color, texture, density, all of the different things that would make your volumizer look like your own natural hair.
Wow.
I know.
And it's not just trichotillomania, it's also for thinning.
Yep, it is. It's for any type of hair loss. Fine hair, thin hair. There are a lot of women that as they get older, they go through menopause, they start losing their hair, they get thinner. There are people that have alopecia, which is just, spotty hair loss on the head, and trichotillomania. There are many reasons.
Wow, fascinating.
Exactly. We'll meet one of your clients when we come back from the break and hear a little bit more about her story.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be right back. We are back with Lynn French from the Bel Air Salon in Fargo talking about hair extensions to put in your hair if you've got fine or thinning hair or trichotillomania. And you had a patient recently come in and you helped her out, and we've got this video of her story and getting the extensions.
Tried it? Yes, I'm excited to try this out.
We did a trial run on Saturday, and she said, no, you have to let me see it. And I said, no, you can't see it yet.
Yeah, it's to be a surprise.
Yep, it's going to be a total surprise.
1,
So when I started learning about the Evolve as an option, I thought, why am I not doing this for other people?
Things like that. So it's been 2 years probably without me having a full head of hair. So I can't even explain the feeling. This is very exciting for me. It's gonna be nice to have actually bangs in my face.
It feels really good for me to be able to help somebody knowing exactly what it is, how they feel and what they're going through. Ready?
Wow. Oh my god.
What do you think?
It looks amazing.
Can you believe it?
I think it looks really good.
Oh my gosh, and it feels so good too. Oh, I'm tearing up.
You can tear up all you want.
Thank you, Lynn. You're welcome.
I cried when I had mine done too.
It just means so much.
Oh my goodness.
Obviously very emotional.
Very emotional. To give somebody their self-confidence back when they haven't had it for a long period of time is pretty powerful and amazing.
So here's my question. This will, I think, show my ignorance. I'm assuming it doesn't stop the urge. So is it just because it's in there in a different way that they can't pull it out?
It actually does help some people stop the urge to pull because trichotillomania is a sensory issue. The feeling of the Evolve being in your hair does a sensory blocking for some people. So you can feel that there's something there. It's fulfilling that need for the sensory fulfillment, and it curbs the need to pull the hair.
So how long does it stay in?
It stays in after you have it initially put in your hair. It lasts for 4 to 5 weeks, and then you would come back, have it taken out, and re-put back in. The hair itself will last about a year.
Okay, so you can keep using those same extensions,
same
to cut
extensions.
down on the cost a little bit. And then how much does it cost?
It is, well, there's a cost for the hair and there's a cost for the service.
Okay.
It is an investment for people. I know that some people, you know, might be a little deterred at times about the cost of it,
Yeah.
but I would be glad to talk about it with them if they came in.
But at
to
the same point in
salon.
time, I mean, that's what I was going to ask you, like success stories. I got to imagine someone comes back to you in 6 months and a year, the change in their life. I mean, you saw what happened with her. Tell us about, we got a minute left, but what's like your favorite success story where a person came in and now this has happened in their life?
I think that Megan is probably one of my favorite success stories. To be able to give her the confidence to go into the end of college, her internship, and the confidence to go out into the working career industry as a confident woman without having to worry about her physical appearance with her hair, and her self-consciousness with it is pretty amazing.
Oh, I agree. And
You know, let's be honest, you go into a job interview, it's one thing to have a good resume, but to stand there, communicate well, communicate confidently, I think speaks volumes.
it does.
It does.
And the best way to get this out is to have you on the show. And it was amazing that you shared your story and Megan agreed to share hers.
Yes.
We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
Anything else you'd like to add as we wrap up? You're located downtown.
Downtown,
Fargo.
yep, downtown, located in the black building on the Skyway level.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you
Lynn
very much.
French.
Thank you very
We
much.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be back soon with more on North Dakota Today.
Do you and your spouse struggle with mismatched sexual styles? Share your story with us. Send us a private message on Facebook or email us at info@ndtoday.tv. All submissions can be kept confidential.